Here we go guys, next gen FIFA is now out on both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, and well, it's time to start a brand new career mode, and we're doing it with Manchester United. Back in the day, Manchester United were the ultimate team. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, they were virtually unbeatable. They won so many trophies, and historically you could say they were the best ever Premier League team. But let's face it, modern day Manchester United is more of a brand than a successful winning football team. I mean, they've not won the Premier League in God knows how long. They've made so many bad transfers, it's actually crazy, and things just aren't working out well for them. But we're here to change that. We're here to make Manchester United from pretenders to contenders. The goal of this series is to make Manchester United the best club in the world, winning every trophy possible, and hopefully we will be able to achieve that. But anyways guys, if you are excited for a brand new Manchester United career mode series on the channel, I'd really appreciate if you could drop a like on the video. That really helped the channel grow. Let's see if we can smash out 5,000 likes day one, and I'll get you an episode tomorrow. Subscribe if you are new around here, and well, let's get things underway. Now, career mode on next gen does include a few extra features, like of course faster loading times and a few new cutscenes, but apart from that, graphics is the major upgrade for next gen FIFA this year, and apart from that, it's basically the same game. But I'm uploading this in 4K for you guys to watch, so you should definitely be able to see a big difference in the graphics and player models, which is huge, man. I'm telling you, the graphics on next gen are crazy good. One thing I do want to say, in this United career mode, I don't want to be making the same signings again. So players like Sancho, I probably won't be signing, guys. I'm going to be running this career mode a bit differently, trying and keeping it realistic. At the same time, I don't want to be making the same repetitive signings, so you will notice I'll be making some different and unique signings in this series, and hopefully you guys will appreciate that. But anyways guys, the first thing we do in any of my career modes is assess the strengths and weaknesses of the current squad we've got at our disposal. So let's get right into that. Now, formation wise, I'm definitely looking to run a 4-2-3-1. It's a very strong formation, and it's super effective as well. It just works for the players we've got here, so that is what I'm looking to run. Personnel wise, we've got Anthony Martial leading the line, Cavani as backup, absolutely brilliant. Bruno Fernandes playing in the hole, the creative player for me, quality. Marcus Rashford on the left, trust me, he's gonna be unbelievable for us because he's so OP on FIFA. I mean, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. I'm pretty sure I'm going to try and train that weak foot to become 5-star as well. He'll be just broken then. We've got Mason Greenwood as well. Sadly, he does not have a player face on FIFA 21, even on next gen. That's a bit of a bummer. But anyways, Van de Beek in that midfield, Fred alongside him. You'll notice no Pogba in there because, I'll be real, with the situation between Pogba and the club, I feel like selling Pogba is the most realistic thing to do, and I'm probably going to do that to keep the series realistic and fresh. Moving to that back line, we've got Alex Telles, and this is where problems arise. Maguire, Lindelof, I'm not happy with that at all. Wan-Bissaka is quality, he's probably going to be our fullback for the rest of the series, and David De Gea in goal. The defense is where we're lacking a right-sided player and maybe a midfielder. I feel like those three are the positions where we're really lacking, and we may need to invest. Again, if you guys have any transfer suggestions, put them down in the comment section below. We've got a good bench, but not a great bench. I mean, Dan James is a good option to have, Scott McTominay as well. Pogba is there for now, but as I said, I'm tempted to sell him to keep the series fresh and realistic, because he's just not enjoying his life at Manchester United, so there's no point keeping him. Dean Henderson as backup keeper is phenomenal. Luke Shaw by. Moving to the reserves, we've got a few key players like Brandon Williams, who could play as even a right back because he's right-footed. We've got Tuanzebe as well. This Pelistri guy's got good potential apparently, so he's in there as well. But a lot of deadwood as well, like Mata and Lingard, Igalo as well, who we're probably going to look to sell. But that is the squad we've got. I mean, the first 11 is capable, bar maybe a few improvements, but I like the squad we're working with. We could make some big improvements this season and challenge for titles. And with a budget of about 166 million, we're looking good, guys. We're looking absolutely fine. We can definitely make some major signings to improve our team, and that is the key. But again, I want your opinion in the comment section below before we decide to make any major signings. We are most definitely gonna have press conferences in this Man United career mode. This is where you guys, the viewers, get involved, ask me questions about the series, about decisions I make, and even sometimes about real life football. So get your questions in the comment section below, and I'll be answering them every single episode? Drop them down in the comments. Also, another cool thing we do in my career modes is we keep track of all the trophies won through this cool graphic. Every time we win a trophy, we'll add it to, of course, our trophy cabinet. So should be fun keeping track of how many trophies we can win over our time here at Man United. And now to spice things up, we're bringing something new to the career mode called challenges. Basically, these are objectives decided by you guys from the comments section every episode. One objective every episode decided by you guys. For example, if the objective is to score a hat-trick with Marcus Rashford, that's going to be our objective, which we'll try and complete over the course of the episode. If we fail to do that, whatever the forfeit you select in that comment is what we're going to have to do. For example, if your comment says that I've got to score a hat-trick with Rashford, and in that same comment you say the forfeit is to not play him for the next 3 games if I fail to do so, that's going to be the forfeit. So you guys can get creative with these objectives. It could be related to even signings or anything basically. So get commenting, get your objectives in down in the comments section below. Challenges, I should say. Okay, now time to get stuck in with this career mode. Now before we discuss incoming transfers, definitely need to discuss outgoing transfers, because there is a lot of deadwood I'm looking to clear at the club. Players like Lee Grant, Sergio Romero. We've already got De Gea and Dean Henderson. Doesn't make sense to keep Romero. Juan Mata, a great servant to the club. He's been really good occasionally for Man United, but it's time to say goodbye. He's 32. It just makes sense. Matic as well. I'm not keen on keeping him. Phil Jones, Rojo, Lingard. I'm okay to sell them if we can get the right offers to, generate some extra funds. And also loaning out a few youngsters as well seems like the smart thing to do. Now about Pogba, you may have noticed him here, because I just feel like Pogba is going to leave Man United very soon in real life, and I want to try and do the challenge of replacing Pogba. Man United fans seem to be at odds with him anyways, so we're going to be selling Pogba to keep this series fresh and realistic. Now the first signing I want to make in this series is a defender, because I'm not really happy with the options we've got at the back here. They're pretty underwhelming, guys, and that is an understatement. Lindelof is okay, nothing too impressive. Maguire, I don't even know how to describe him. Bailly is a good option, but he's only 79 rated, so I want to bring in a young defender who will be quality for us for seasons to come. And I can only think of one option at the moment, and that is the RB Leipzig defender Upamecano. He's one of my favorite players on FIFA, and for some reason I haven't used him all that much. I don't know why, but I want to sign him in this series. I want that solid defender for the rest of the series, and I think Upamecano can be just exactly that. So we're going to scout him for now, shortlist him in the transfer hub. We'll wait and see what his overall is. We don't want to be paying like 76 million, his release clause, so we'll just wait and see how much he's worth and then make a move. But Upamecano, I think, is certainly the defender we want to bring in. Plus, he's been linked to Manchester United. You know what, guys? In terms of that right-sided player that we definitely should be signing, because Greenwood is only 77 rated, I would rather wait and see what your comments are, because I definitely don't want to be signing Sancho. So let me know in the comments section who should we bring in for that right-sided player, because that's a signing I think we'll make for the next episode. And even for the midfield position, I think I want to wait and see how much money we get for Pogba and then make a play. So for now, we're going to just focus on a defender and, of course, on the Premier League. This is how training is going to work for me in this series. We're going to have a rest day before matches, a recovery day after matches, and intermittent training. This is, I guess, the most effective way to keep sharpness fairly high and fitness levels pretty good, so players can play every 3-4 days. Because apart from that, if you put training days before matches and all, your players are going to be super exhausted, and that's not something you want. So that's the training regime we're going to have. If you guys have played career mode this year, you will know how important training actually is, and playing the training drills, because getting those A grades means you get the highest possible sharpness boost on your players, and that's something that makes your players much better. So we're going to be playing a few training drills now to get that A grade for the sharpness boost. So let's get stuck in. I swear, even the training drills look absolutely fantastic in 4K. Simple goal there. This is probably the easiest training drill I've ever had. All I've got to do is run in this circle and then just finish the ball in the back of the net. I mean, couldn't get more easier. Okay, I mean, it's now getting a bit challenging here. Cavani, though, has to score this. Bang! Wrong input. Am I messing this up? Okay, why are you giving me Maguire in a defensive training drill? And of course, Maguire just tumbles and falls. Brilliant. Oh, Alex Telles can't do it as well. Am I actually going to struggle with this? Telles gets it back. Go on. Go on. Shoot. They can't shoot the ball, man. This is my last attempt, I think. Bruno. I'm so bad at this. I thought this was easy, guys. We might not be getting an A grade here, but Martial does well. Oh, we do get an A grade somehow. I don't know how. What kind of ranking is this? But an A grade on the first drill, I'll take it. So I managed to get an A grade on all the first 3 training drills I've done. So not a bad start. Every episode I'll be getting a few of these training drills done. So we can keep that sharpness as high as possible. Okay, we may not have enough time to wait on the Upamecano transfer because RB Leipzig are negotiating with Arsenal. 51.4 million. Okay, we can't let Arsenal sign him. Nah. I'm just going in straight away with an offer to lure Upamecano. So 51.4, they've accepted that. 51.4, that's all for Upamecano. Okay, we'll offer the same amount and see what Leipzig is saying. We're fighting a battle here with Arsenal to secure the signing of course, Upamecano. Let's offer the same sum. 51.4 million for Dayot Upamecano. Is that gonna be enough for Leipzig? Come on, accept it. Wait, they want 62.3 from us? They're extorting us, man. What a joke. Honestly. Let's counter. Let's negotiate. Let's not make it easy for them. Let's counter with 55. Why do they want less money from Arsenal? Are they like, is that some sort of a pity deal? I don't know, but okay, 55 is what my next offer is. They're sticking to 62.3. Come on, you literally accepted a much lower offer for him. This is embarrassing. Okay, let's go down to 58. Okay, 58 is what we're going for. Come on. Just accept it, Leipzig. We know you're funded by Red Bull. You've got enough money in the bank. 58 million is what I'm going for. Well, we might need to cave here. We might just need to go with it. 62.3 million for Upamecano. Accept it. I'm happy with it. Let's just go with it. We don't really have a choice at this point. No way am I letting Arsenal beat me on this transfer. Let's now negotiate with Upamecano and get this deal sorted. So, important squad role is what he wants, and I don't blame him. He sees Maguire and Lindelof and he's probably laughing. He knows he's going to start a lot. That's what we're going to give him. 4-year contract length. Perfect. Let's give him that. And apart from that, no release clause. That works with me. We don't want him leaving the club anytime soon. And now it's the wages. This is where things get interesting. He's on 34,000 at the moment. I'm sure he'll want a big bump. We'll give him 60,000 with like a 3 or a 5 or a 400,000 signing bonus. Good offer or a bad offer, I'm not sure. But let's just offer it and see what Upamecano's response is to this. Come on, accept it. There you go, reasonable offer. Maybe I overpaid, maybe I didn't, but 60,000 per week for a player like him, I think is fantastic. Upamecano to Man United, our first signing on Next Gen FIFA is complete. Let's go. By the way, guys, the state of this, Maguire is on 100k per week, Lindelof is on 90, Bai is on 90, Tuanzebe is on 50, and we got Upamecano for 60,000 per week. I think we've done brilliant business here. Well, hey, we finally get an offer for Jesse Lingard from Wolfsburg. I know he's a meme, and I still don't want to keep him, guys. I feel like he's not good enough for Man United at the moment. 10 million, I'll take that, especially since we spent so much on a centre-back. I just want the cash at this point. Big offer coming in for Marcus Rashford from Valencia, but as I've said before, Rashford he's on the thumbnail, man. How can we let him go? We're rejecting this offer outright, but I've just seen a very, very interesting transfer offer come in for Sergio Romero from Derby County. A swap deal. They're willing to pay 3 million in cash, but they're offering an 18-year-old youngster called Luis Sibley, who's got a good potential in game, I think 82 or something. I'm actually half tempted to accept this and just see what this youngster is all about. We can loan him out, he's only 18. This makes sense, you know, this actually makes sense. I'm sure if Luis Sibley turns out to be a dud, we could just sell him on for more cash. This seems like good business, so I'm going to accept the offer. And now, I guess we can just delegate the contract for Luis Sibley and get that deal done. That's going to be the plan. By the way, guys, Jesse Lingard's deal to Wolfsburg has gone through, and now we've got to accept this Luis Sibley offer, which of course is a swap deal for Sergio Romero, a player I'm not too keen on keeping. So we can actually now take a look at Sibley's stats. Pretty awful, I'm not going to lie, but since he's got good potential, no harm in taking him at the club and then loaning him out. That's what I'm going to do, so we'll accept the offer. And there you go, that's another done deal. I do want the Youth Academy to play a big part in this series as well, and already we've got some top class players in here, like this Ibrahim Boudani guy. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but good stats, great potential. But the real deal is this guy, Mikkel Mikkelbust. What a name. The Norwegian left midfielder has got a 5-star skill move rating already. He looks unreal, guys. He's got the perfect work rates as well for a winger. He could be the real deal. He could honestly be the real deal, man. That's a very exciting prospect to have. We've got this Rosser guy who's Welsh. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. The academy has been super kind to us, I'm not gonna lie. And we've got some good talents in already. So both Juan Mata and Nemanja Matic have been sold. Mata for about 12.5 million to Brighton, and Matic has been sold for about 13.6 million to Leverkusen. So there you have it, some older players being pushed away. Apart from that, we've got some bad news. Mason Greenwood has suffered a medial collateral ligament injury, and the season hasn't even begun. He'll be out for the next 3 months. That is such a bummer. It makes it more and more important that we sign a right winger or a right midfielder in the next episode. I need your help with that. So let me know in the comments section who should we bring. At the moment, I'm working on a lot of transfers for like outgoing players, Phil Jones, Marcus Rojo, Fosu Mensah and all. But it's taking time to get that done. We're already ready to start our Premier League season and I'm super excited for it. Surprisingly though, we haven't received a single offer for Paul Pogba. That is extremely weird. Normally you would expect to see so many offers coming for a player of his caliber, but it hasn't happened. Anyways, until he's at the club, we're going to treat him as our first team player and probably use him as well. So no harm in doing that. So he's probably going to start in our first Premier League game of the season. But it's time, man, to kick off the season. I know we've made only one signing so far, but as I said, we're saving all the cash for the next episode once I read through your comments, and then we'll be making the real decisions. Have a look at this, boys. Already in a press conference for our first Premier League game of the season, which, by the way, is against Manchester City. We couldn't have had a more difficult start. Are you ready for your first game? This is a strong squad, and I'm ready, guys. I'm ready, but one thing is that I didn't expect to be facing Man City in our first game. Is there pressure on you to make the Champions League? We have to qualify. Champions League is a must. Pushing for the title in the first season is going to be difficult, but we need to make a good base this season so that next season we'll be title contenders. New signings are always exciting. Can we expect to see Upamecano soon? I think we'll be giving him his debut in the next game. You'll see him in action soon enough. Imagine starting a Man United career mode with the Manchester derby. This is actually ridiculous. It's going to be epic. If we can beat them at the Etihad to start off the series, nothing like it. So let's get into it. First game of this series, and I couldn't be more excited. First game on next gen FIFA 21 as well. This should be epic. And I've made some really big changes to my team because we've had to. The injury to Mason Greenwood has, got us into a bit of trouble because I did plan on starting Greenwood in this big game against City. But now what we're going to do is we're going to play Rashford on the right side, Martial on the left, Cavani up top, Bruno at cam, Pogba, Van de Beek in midfield, a super attacking midfield, but I think it can work. At the back, Upamecano starts as well, Lindelof, Bruno captains the team, by the way. That is my team and I'm ready for this. In terms of tactics, by the way, you guys can take a quick look. This is what I'm looking to run. I do want to improve the players in box thing. Balanced attacking, pressure on heavy touch. This works for me. I think against City, this could be effective. But looking at that City team, it's so good apart from Gundogan playing as a right midfielder. That's something maybe we could exploit, but they've got Aguero, De Bruyne all starting. This should be an interesting one. Here we go. We get some next-gen cutscene stuff as the players walk out from, of course, the team bus. Manager, Mr. S2G first impressions, we'll see. But that's a lovely cutscene to get. Now we see a good view of the Etihad Stadium. We're playing away in our first Premier League game of the season. That's difficult. Look at the City fans there with the Tifo and all. This is going to be epic, boys. The atmosphere looks honestly incredible. That's why we're saying next gen on career mode is going to be epic, because all the features they've brought are literally helping career mode become even more immersive. Here we go, boys. We're up against City in our first Premier League game of the season. Bruno Fernandes captaining the team. Oh man, I am so ready for this. Okay, the Etihad Stadium looks absolutely unbelievable in 4K, I'm not gonna lie. There's Kevin De Bruyne. That's a player we've got to be super careful about because we know how good he is. Here we go. The game's about to kick off. By the way, if you guys have a 4K device, make sure you watch this video in 4K because the quality is going to be so much better and you'll get a good glimpse of what 4K FIFA is actually like, what next gen FIFA is actually like. I mean, this goes without saying, but we are playing on ultimate difficulty as we may have a chance early on. Here's Anthony Martial looking to open up some space. I know he likes to play centrally, but in this game he's had to adjust to his role playing out wide. But anyways, ultimate difficulty is going to be a challenge, especially against the likes of City. Here's Upamecano. Sees Edinson. Cavani, look at the space for Van de Beek. That is a phenomenal ball by Cavani. Van de Beek should be through here. Can he get the shot off? He can. Van de Beek with the goal. Ole doesn't trust Van de Beek and doesn't start him in real life, but we're not going to make the same mistake, are we? Manchester United score the very first goal of the Premier League season for us, and well, it is Van de Beek who gets it. Van de Beek scores our first goal on Next Gen FIFA, and it was a tremendous finish, guys, because he had two defenders just haggling him, but he knew what he had to do, placed it bottom left corner with a lot of power, beats Edison, and we take the lead in this Manchester derby. Imagine if we can pull off a win here at the start of the season. That would be huge for the morale of this team, boys. Van de Beek, the Donny has scored. Come on, boys. We've made it 1-0. Sergio Aguero looking for Bernardo Silva. Really tricky player, but there you go. Upamecano, solid challenge. I knew just starting him straight away in a Manchester derby was going to be a bit risky, but he is so good in game that I don't think he's going to have any sort of problem defending against these City forwards. Upamecano is one of my favorite defenders this year. He is just that good. I've used him so much in Ultimate Team. I know he's class. Upamecano staying close to him, but Aguero manages to play across out wide for Cancelo, who goes for goal. Van de Beek contributing defensively as well. Van de Beek is having the game of his life, and to do it in a derby, incredible. Oh, here we go. Oh, Van de Beek could get the loose ball here. And I see Cavani making a good run. Can we find Cavani though? Nah, that was good defending from Laporte, but Van de Beek is running the show for me right now. He has been just unbelievable, literally everywhere on the pitch. Aguero trying to get in behind, but Upamecano is just not allowing anyone to pass, man. Honestly, he is so freaking OP in this game. Half-time in this Manchester derby and things are going according to plan. I mean, we've got the lead courtesy of a Van de Beek goal. We're defending well. It's going brilliant. We need to just keep this up and we could be taking a famous win at the start of the season at the Etihad. Not gonna lie, Cavani hasn't impressed me all that much in this first half, and I think I just want some pace now that we're leading the game, because we're gonna try and hit City on the counter. Might be smart to bring on Dan James. That's the play. Oh, chance for Man City with Bernardo Silva. That's poor defending from me. Space for Aguero. All the hard work we've done in the first half completely undone by a simple lapse of error defensively from me. I left so much space, and when you give Sergio Aguero space, he is going to punish you. The City fans look over the moon right now. They're celebrating like madmen out there. Aguero finds space. Bernardo Silva did well. Upamecano just got spun by Bernardo there. Fair enough. That's how good Bernardo is on the ball. A lovely finish from Sergio Aguero, and well, it's 1-1. Van de Beek, now Dan James, sees Anthony Martial. We need a big performance from him now as he looks for Dan James here. This is lovely. Cut back inside for Bruno Fernandes. Right place, right time. Bruno scores. Let's run straight to the Man United fans, but for some reason the game didn't allow me to run straight to the fans. Oh well, Bruno scores, celebrates with his teammates instead as Manchester United get the lead again. And this was a sublimely worked goal because Bruno's movement there was just on point. I don't know how he got himself in there, but that was phenomenal. He beat Laporte for pace. Once he got there, the finish was just the simplest part in the world as he just had to tap it home. He did that brilliantly. Dan James being subbed on has proven to being a big boon for the team as Bruno scores his first in the Premier League this season. Man United take the lead at the Etihad. We're leading 2-1. Man City with the pressure. It's Ferran Torres. Now Bernardo looks for Ferran Torres. City have opened us up. They have carved us out open and destroyed us then. Who else but Ferran Torres, the young wonder kid, the Spanish, the next big thing in Spain, has just scored against us and made it 2-2. I think he was trying to run to Pep Guardiola, but the game didn't allow him to do that. Anyways, Bernardo Silva with yet another assist. This was again another really well-worked goal from City. And, well, it's 2-2. It's been a phenomenal game at the Etihad. There's still time for us to push for a winner, and I'm hoping we can still do it. We've left way too much space. It's Bernardo Silva who's already grabbed a couple of assists in this game. Wan-Bissaka somehow blocked that and could start something here for Rashford as he looks for Anthony Martial. Back in for Rashford. Kyle Walker read that again. Fair play. That's quality defending from the English right back. Cross comes in for Kevin De Bruyne. The header is straight at David De Gea. That was a nervy moment. I thought it could have easily been 3-2 for Man City as the throw. Oh, here goes Upamecano forward. Clever pass for Van de Beek as he looks for Pogba. Last few minutes of the game. If we score now, it will be unreal. Martial looks for Dan James. Is he on? I'm not sure. Cross back in for Bruno. Bruno scores in the 90th minute. This is unbelievable. And look at that. We're getting the new next-gen cinematics for scoring a 90th minute winner. Look at this, boys. Every player on the pitch is absolutely losing their mind. This is crazy. Look at De Gea celebrate. The away Man United fans as well. Bruno Fernandes makes it 3-2. This was unreal, guys. We had the players from the bench celebrating as well. What a finish from Bruno. Dan James, though, coming off the bench, has just grabbed a couple of assists. What a performance. But look at that for a finish from Bruno. Got ahead of his man yet again. Scored. Edison was just left dumbfounded there. Manchester United steal all 3 points at Etihad, courtesy of our captain for this game, Bruno Fernandes. Let's freaking go, guys. What a moment in this series already. And there you have it, boys. The game has come to an end. The Manchester derby ends in a 3-2 win for Manchester United. The away fans are definitely going to be proud of that one. Pep Guardiola couldn't compete with us, boys. We get the job done. Winning at Etihad to start off this series couldn't be any better. I don't know how we've pulled it off, but we have. Let's freaking go. Delighted with the first win. Of course, I mean, we beat City at Etihad. There couldn't have been a better way to start off this series, honestly. Look at this, boys. A message from Harry Maguire. I needed to let you know that I've been reading some of the stuff that people have been saying lately about me and my future. I just wanted to ask you to give me another chance to prove I'm the right man for the job here. I really don't know if you are the right man for the job, man. I'm so confused with what to do with him. We've got Eric Bailly at the club, who's a decent backup option. Lindelof and Upamecano seem to be my best bets at the moment. And we've got Tuanzebe. Do we need Maguire? Let me know in the comments section what we should do about him. That's why I don't want to be selling any of the big players in this episode. Because I don't want to do anything without letting you guys know what the plan is. So that's why let me know in the comments section what should be done about the defensive situation. Upamecano, I feel, is a rock solid signing though. Next episode, the major plan is going to be again more transfers. Let's see what the outlook is in the Premier League. We won our first game, of course, and we've got Leeds United. That's going to be a feisty game as well. A fair few Premier League games to get through with, but most importantly, we need to sort out what we're going to do with transfers, whether Pogba leaves or not. Whether, of course, we need to sign a right winger, and who should that player be? Because Greenwood is out for the next couple of months or so. So, big decisions to be made in the next episode. Definitely want to start working on putting some development plans on our players. For Rashford, there's only one I can think of. Inverted wide midfielder to get that weak foot rating up. In like 17 weeks, he should have a 5-star weak foot. Maybe even quicker than that. So, that's the plan with Marcus. Dan James was unreal for us in this episode. I think let's reward him with a development plan. Wide playmaker to get those skill moves up once again. If he has a 4-star skill rating, he's going to be just so much more effective. I think we should give our new signing Upamecano a development plan as well. I'm thinking something that boosts his acceleration. Yes, stopper works fine. He's got 85 sprint speed. How mental is that? This will also boost his defensive work rate. Getting that to high, I think, is the correct play. Now, before we wrap this episode up, time for you guys to get involved and vote for your player of the episode. I think there are 3 nominees for this one. Van de Beek, who scored the opener against City. Bruno Fernandes, who scored a brace and the 90th minute winner. And of course, Dan James, who was the hero coming off the bench and grabbing a couple of assists. So it's between the 3 of them. You guys get to decide in the comments section who wins player of the episode. Let me know. We've had a great start to this series, man. An incredible game against City and a win. We sold a lot of the dead wood, and this is basically how our squad looks right now. We've really opened up a lot of space for more signings. We've literally sold about 5-6 players that are, I would consider, dead wood. We're left with about 150 million to spend, which next episode we will be doing. So exciting times for us in this series. If you guys are excited for the future of this Man United career mode, drop a like in the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. Next gen FIFA, I'm loving it so far. Subscribe if you're new around here, and well, I'll catch you all for the next episode tomorrow.